Action. William Wordsworth said, "Your mind is a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds." Sit with that for a second. What are you growing right now? Because here's what I know. If the narrative inside your head is still running on old software, on old wounds, on other people's opinions of who you're supposed to be, then no amount of hustle, no New Year resolution, no vision board is going to carry you far enough. The shift must happen here first. Today, on episode 30 of Relaunch and Restart, we are going deep. We are getting real. And we are going to talk about the one thing that either holds you back or sets you free: your mindset. I am Jeffrey Musa. This is your space. Welcome home. For those who are new here, and I see you, hello. Let me take a moment to tell you exactly who I am and why this channel exists. My name is Jeffrey Musa. I am a wellness and self-development guide, a storyteller, and the creator of the brand you're watching right now, Relaunch and Restart. This brand was not born in a boardroom. It was born in the middle of my own undoing, in the quiet, painful space between who I was and who I knew I was supposed to become. It was born when life cracked me open and I had a choice: stay broken or begin again. I chose to begin again, and then again, and again after that. This is what Relaunch and Restart is about. It's not a highlight reel. It's a healing journey. It is a community for every person who has ever felt like they were too far gone, too tired, too behind, and needed someone to look them in the eye and say, "You are not done yet." I am that someone, and so are all of you, to each other. And I am incredibly proud to tell you our website is officially live. Go to www.jeffreymusa.co.ke right now. I want the whole world to know we are here. We are building, and there is something there for you. Head to www.jeffreymusa.co.ke, bookmark it, share it, send it to someone who needs it today. The link is in the description below. Before we dive in, I want to pause and give a special, heartfelt welcome to every single first-time viewer joining us today. You found this channel at exactly the right time. There are no accidents. If this is your first episode, welcome to the family. You are safe here. You are seen here. Everything we do on this channel is designed to help you rebuild from the inside out. And to my consistent, faithful community who show up every single week, I see you. I appreciate you more than words can hold. You are the reason why this show is on its 30th episode. Episode 30. Can you believe it? To mark this milestone, I need something from you right now, before this episode goes any further. Like this video right now at the bottom of your screen. It takes 2 seconds and it tells the algorithm that real people are watching something that matters. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you are not yet part of this family. I do not want you to miss a single episode. Drop a comment. Tell me what is one negative thought that follows you around most. Just name it. You do not have to explain it. Just put it in the comments. You are not alone. And finally, share this episode, not just for the numbers, but because someone in your life is carrying a heavy mind right now and they need to hear what we are about to say. All right, let us get into it. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. How many times today, just today, have you told yourself that you're not good enough, not smart enough, too old, too damaged, too much, not enough? If you started counting, I bet the number is higher than you'd like to admit. Here's what science tells us. The average human being has between 60,000 and 80,000 thoughts per day. And research suggests that up to 80% of those thoughts, 80% are negative, and 95% of those thoughts are the same thoughts recycled from yesterday and the day before and the year before. We are living in a loop, and most of us do not even know it. Now, here's where it gets powerful. Neuroscience, the study of the brain, has shown us something called neuroplasticity, a beautiful, hopeful word. Neuroplasticity means that your brain is not fixed. It is not set in stone. Your brain can change. New pathways can be built. Old destructive patterns can be interrupted and replaced. In plain language, you are not stuck. You are not your past thoughts. You have the biological capacity to think differently. And when you think differently, you live differently. Dr. Caroline Leaf, a cognitive neuroscientist and one of my favorite minds on the subject, says that toxic thoughts are like trees with deep roots. And every time you choose a different thought, you are watering a new seed. Eventually, the new tree grows stronger than the old one. That is Relaunch and Restart in one metaphor. You are not here to stay in the same forest. You are here to grow a new one. I want to talk to you about your inner voice. That voice, the one that narrates your life, the one that shows up when you look in the mirror, when you make a mistake, when you dare to dream something big. For a long time, my inner voice was not my friend. It was my harshest critic. It told me I was too much, too sensitive, that my pain was a weakness, that starting over was evidence of failure, not of courage. And I believed it, because when something is repeated often enough, the brain accepts it as truth, even if it is a lie. Self-talk is the internal dialogue that shapes our self-confidence. concept, how we see ourselves, how much we believe we deserve, what risks we think we're allowed to take. Negative self-talk sounds like, I always mess things up. Nobody really cares about what I have to say. I will never get this right. Who am I to want more? And here's the dangerous thing about these thoughts. They feel true. They feel rational. They feel like they are protecting you, but they are not. They are just old wounds speaking. Positive, intentional self-talk is not toxic positivity. It is not pretending everything is fine. It is choosing to speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. It is honesty with compassion. It is saying, yes, this is hard, and I have what it takes to move through it. The research is extraordinary here. Studies show that people who practice positive, realistic self-talk experience lower cortisol levels. That is the stress hormone. They have better immune function, better decision-making, better resilience in the face of setbacks. In other words, the way you speak to yourself is either medicine or poison, and every day you get to choose. I want to hear from you. Type in the comments one thing your inner voice says to you that you know is a lie. Let us name it together and strip it of its power. Now let us get practical, because I am not interested in inspiration that does not translate into your real life. Here are 5 mindset shifts you can begin today. Shift 1. Catch, challenge, change. When a negative thought arrives, do not fight it. Notice it. Ask, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Does it serve the life I am trying to build? Then consciously choose a different, more empowering thought. Not a fake one, a truer one. Shift 2. Reframe the narrative. Instead of, I failed, say, I learned. Instead of, I am broken, say, I am healing. Instead of, I am starting over, say, I am relaunching. Words carry vibration. Choose yours deliberately. Shift 3. Morning self-talk ritual. Give yourself 5 minutes every morning before the phone, before the news, before the world piles on. Look yourself in the eyes and speak 3 true, kind, powerful things about who you are, not what you have done, who you are. Shift 4. Audit your environment. What you consume shapes what you think. The content you scroll, the conversations you have, the voices in your space, they all become part of your inner dialogue. Protect your mental and emotional space like the sacred thing it is. Shift 5. Move your body to move your mind. This is something I talk about a lot, and it connects to everything we are doing with Canvas of Courage, which I'm about to tell you about. Movement is medicine. When you move your body, you shift your neurochemistry, dopamine, serotonin, endorphins. Your brain literally changes its state when you move. You cannot think your way out of everything. Sometimes you have to move your way out. Now, I want to share something with you that is very close to my heart. Something I have been dreaming about designing and praying over for a long time. Later this year, I will be hosting an event called Canvas of Courage. Canvas of Courage is a full healing experience, a gathering for people who are ready to do the inner work in a tangible, embodied, transformative way. Here is what it will look like. Art therapy. We will use art as a language for what words cannot always reach. You do not need to be an artist. You need to be willing to show up. Through painting, color, texture, and expression, we will externalize the things that live inside: the grief, the fear, the hope, the becoming. We're also going to have body mapping, which is one of our most profound healing modalities available to us. We will trace, draw, and annotate our own bodies, identifying where pain lives, where trauma is stored, where strength has taken root. It is a practice of reclaiming your body as yours, of speaking to every scar, every memory held in flesh, and saying, I see you, I release you, I am more than you. We're also going to have fitness for health and movement. We will move intentionally, joyfully, powerfully. Fitness at Canvas of Courage is not about aesthetics. It's about activating your body's own healing intelligence, moving to release what is stuck, moving to remind your nervous system that you are safe. Speaking of the nervous system, we're going to have nervous system regulation. This is the piece that ties everything together. So much of our mental and emotional suffering is held in the nervous system, in a body that is always braced for impact, always in fight or flight. At Canvas of Courage, we will use breathwork, somatic practices, and grounding techniques to bring the nervous system back to rest, to safety, to wholeness. Canvas of Courage is for the person who has been carrying too much for too long. It is for the one who needs more than a motivational talk. They need a space where healing is felt, not just heard. Details are coming. Watch this space. Sign up at www.jeffreymusa.co.ke to be the first to know. If Canvas of Courage is speaking to your soul right now, drop the word courage in the comments. I want to know you are coming, and share this episode with someone who needs a healing space. I believe in the power of storytelling. Not the polished, perfectly edited kind, the real kind. The kind that starts with, I was not okay, and ends with, and then somehow I began again. There is a reason storytelling is one of the oldest forms of healing known to humanity. When you hear someone else's story of surviving, something in you says, if they could, maybe I can too. And that maybe is everything. That maybe is the first step. We are building a living archive of courage on this platform, and I need your story to be part of it. Have you relaunched after a failed relationship, after losing your job, your health, your sense of self? Have you crawled back from rock bottom and found something worth fighting for? Have you shifted your mindset and watched your whole life begin to change? I want to hear it. We want to hear it. Send your story of healing and rebuilding to stories@jeffreymusa.co.ke. Your journey could be the light that leads someone else out of the dark. You will be featured with permission, celebrated, and honored on this channel. And as you do, remember, your story does not need to be finished to be powerful. You do not need to be all the way healed to help someone who is still in the middle. You just need to be honest and brave enough to say, here is what happened, and here is what I choose to do next. Before we close, I am not letting you leave without something to do, because knowledge without action is just entertainment. And this is not a show to be entertained. This is a show to be transformed. Here is your episode 30 Mindset Shift Challenge. Step 1. For the next 7 days, write down 3 negative thoughts you catch yourself repeating. Just identify them, name them, write them on paper. Step 2. For each one, write a truthful, compassionate reframe. Not a lie, a truer truth. Something you can actually believe. Step 3. Read your reframes out loud every morning. Out loud. Your ears need to hear your own voice, choosing something better. Step 4. Come back here in 7 days and tell me in the comments what shifted. Because I will be checking, I will be reading. I am in this with you. If this episode moved you in any way, please share it right now. Send it to one person. One, because you might not know who in your circle is fighting a battle in their own mind and needs to hear that they are not alone. Hit that share button. Send this to someone who needs a mindset reset today. You never know whose life you might change with a single video. The most powerful thing you can do today is choose one different thought. Just one. Not a revolution. Not a complete overhaul. Just one moment of catching the voice that tears you down and replacing it with a voice of someone who believes in you. Let that someone be you. You have been through things. You are still here. That is not nothing. That is everything. That is your proof that you are built for more than your worst moments. You are allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously. Sophia Bush said that. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are relaunching. You are restarting. And that is the bravest thing a human being can do. I am Jeffrey Musa. This has been episode 30 of Relaunch and Restart. I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care of your mind. It is the soil from which your entire life grows. Thank you for watching today's episode. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if anything I said today resonated with you. Also, visit www.jeffreymusa.co.ke. Your healing hub is waiting. Share your stories@jeffreymusa.co.ke. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Canvas of Courage coming later this year. Watch the website for updates.